Welcome. I'm your host, Robert Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Podcast and Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity, presenting 7 ways why rise of dare. Life is a dare. It dares us to rise out of yesterday every day. And as I open up to understand that, as I understand and admit to my daily encounters, events, and experiences, challenges, chaos, adversity, daily scampers are my unique dares to rise out of my current way of life, as life is a liberating invitation, flaunts, emancipating audacity, to rise of adventurous acumen, abilities, agilities, and audacity. As I now understand, everything that occurs out here is to awaken in here. Awaken and energize and dares me internally. But however, I let my comfort zone cloning dissolve and take away my dares because I want to live in a convenient comfort zone. And I have. And a convenient comfort zone never allows me to rise. See, I let go of shift. Shift to me is a sideways movement, but rise, I leave it behind. I rise of my energized wise to waltz internally, streaming emancipating elegance to dance me away from yesterday. See, I always dance or get chauffeured away from everything. I want to go with a little pizzazz and swagger. Never a bragger, but a swagger. See, it's okay to have a swagger of humility and ingenuity to move you forward. But see, today we use people use their egotistical arrogance, know-it-all ignorance, thinking that we're going someplace through education and business. But really, education and business is an outside source. It's the internal landscape that lights up. Appreciation naturally dawns, streaming celebrations, appreciating my peerless energy to move forward. As I now realize and esteem, chaos, challenges, adversity, daily experiences are for me to face and embrace as dares, as dauntless, audacious, canny, enterprising acumen naturally dawns, engendering maestro, bold, revolutionary, adventurous, campaigners, endeavoring daredevilry. Animates rebellious eloquence, expressing my liberating lingo. And liberating lingo is something I discovered. If you get a vocabulary that's different than the one that, whatever event you went into, if you get a vocabulary that rises you out of it, because change, heal, create, transformation, think, know, learn, all keep us inside. And we inside the situation, but we keep chiding ourselves into insecurity. And the liberating lingo of expand, energize, enterprise, and experience, my life's liberating invitation, facilitates electrifying frequencies of pioneering prowess to participate of my daily scampers with my now found foresight to stop minding my business, to facilitate and participate in my life expanding dares to rise. See, when you're minding your business, you're in your mind and you're binding. But if you open up to facilitate and participate in your daily life with a listening inspiration, questioning your life with an understanding that that's occurring for me to expand, it allows you to really rise and shine of your spirit, harmonizing ingenuity, naturally energizing today. And as far as that minding my own business, people are so much in other people's business, they don't even understand their own. I have enough going on, but it's when I open up to understand My affairs are my dares to dream, appreciate, realize entertaining splendor every day. But I facilitate, participate in my daily affairs, appreciating financial foresight, aggrandizing internal revolutionary savvy every day. It's about appreciating who I am. If you appreciate who you are, you move your life forward. But if you're so busy, oh, look what that person's doing. Look what that person's doing. Look what they did. I've done that. I called it my backbiting bonehead. So I give him a boot to the bone pile. Now he's in the compost pile, opening up to canny optimism. You know, I was taught, I grew up in a small town, great people. But the biggest and the most entertaining thing was gossip. Oh, look what they're doing. Look what they're doing. Look what they're doing. And all it was a doopy doo of BS. And the more you must stick your nose in other people's business, the more dizzy your life becomes. Dizzy in a twisting torment. Well, look what they have and I don't have. Look what they do and I don't have. Well, the reason they have it is because they experience the experiences to rise of it. See, that's something we're really afraid of in life, is experiencing the experiences to rise to your seashores of stunning success. How does that feel to sit on a seashore, watch the wave after wave of abundance flow to you, realizing you're a stunning success, but you're blessed with bold, lively, entertainer splendor, streaming internal nerve, galvanizing your day with fun of the sun splendor. See, something I understand now, and I've done it. So I was so busy worrying about what other people were doing, I forgot what I was doing. Then I ended up in a poopy doo, and then a whoop-de doo, and then all the whoop-de doos turned into just paralyzing toxicity. How does worrying about what other people do steal your dreams? It did mine. I was so busy being jealous, I had no time to appreciate my dares. And if you look at the world today, it operates on jealousy and envy. You know, you can say whatever it is, but that's what it is. You know, everybody that ridicules and criticizes other people and bullies them, that's insecurity. They're jealous of what the other people is. And something, you know, big kids bully the smaller kids because they think it's an egotistical ingraining tough guy act, but they're really subconsciously afraid of that other kid. And what we call nerds are the real intelligent people. People are jealous of them because they can do something they can't. And the world lets bullying go because they're afraid of their parents. And see, it's about accepting the dare to rise up to whatever it is. But my niece was being bullied, and my brother told her just hit her in the nose, and she did, and the kid stopped. See, we're so afraid to stand up for ourselves. Words sometimes a punch in the nose is a communication of liberation. And I was talking with a lady on the walking path today, and we talked about that. Today, when I grew up, there was a pecking order of respect. The seniors picked on the freshmen, and then that just goes out. But out in the society, everybody made sure everybody stayed in respect. And see, and the world is afraid of respect because that is an audacity and a dare to appreciate people for who they are. As I, and you know, and I stopped minding my own business, but today everybody's stuck in business and education. Well, business and education is just words in the outside world. No matter where we're at, we're people communicating with people. It's a dare for people to communicate with other people, especially if you have more money than somebody that doesn't have money. There's a barrier there. There, the one lacks the money thinks they ain't good enough, and the other one thinks they're too good. But yet, there's a communication. There might be wisdom for both. See, we're afraid to communicate in this world because we have this egotistical arrogance of I'm better than you and I'm afraid of you. But egotistical arrogance is a fear. And know it all ignorance is actually insecurity because you're afraid of what you know, you're afraid of what other people know, and you're afraid your education and knowledge don't equal theirs. But something I arose to understand is when I facilitate and participate, my life expanding dares to rise and face and embrace my life with listening, inspiration, questions, understanding, comprehending, wisdom, and revelations. I revolutionize, energizing, visionary, legendary acumen, legendary artistry, trailblazer, intuitive, omnific, nomadic savvy, to understand and admit, indoctrinated education, business enslaving mindsets, and sticking my nose in other people's business creates my stuck in the muck of me and my yesterday's dismays that went away 2 minutes ago. As I awaken my genuine clarity to face and embrace my daily affairs with participating prowess and facilitator foresight, ignites my inner gamer's nerve, invigorates troublemaker energy, to stream my free-flowing spirit poise, heart chutzpah, soul clairvoyance, sovereign valor, and visionary vitality, to rise out of my old ways, to rise of my risk-taker, spine-tingling, trailblazer energy, entertains my brain with dreamers' design sketches of my lush, desired lifestyle that colors my featureless canvas with pristine scenery of my dreamers' paradises. That is my subconscious scenery of here and now, with a nirvana optimism. Forevermore I soar of opulence, appreciating regal gusto gratitude to flow through my veins of fame, entertains my autonomous artistry, paints my life with peace and prosperity, because I listen to my innermost adventurous affairs with a daring now quality. Now quality is present moment peace. But we're afraid to accept the dare, but we're really challenged to understand we are uniquely talented. And our talents, the unique talents, will never fit inside a school system or your daily scampers. They'll never fit inside a business model of today or the school's indoctrinated education because it's on a higher frequency of foresight and enlightenment. And see, everybody says, "Oh, I'm searching for enlightenment." Your enlightenment is right here. Your enlightened. Your enlightenment is right here in the present moment, right in front of you. Whatever you're searching for out there is never there. If you open up to understand it's right here, then you can open up and clear away the dismay and polish the peerless poise of your enlightened sovereignty. I don't use the word self, I use the word sovereignty. What opens you up to feel better, self or sovereignty? Just say it. Self or sovereignty? For me, it's sovereignty. I feel the prowess right here. And something else, the dare dawns adventurous, revolutionary elegance to dance you through life. But one thing about a dare and the present moment and the here and now, there is no blueprint, there's no imprint in the subconscious mind. See, with thinking, knowing, education, and everything else, you have imprints and frozen in time representations on what's going to happen. But really, the here and now is uneducated, unrehearsed, unexplained, and free flowing energy. Your imagination, innovation, inspiration, and intuition are the illuminated leaders to show you the way through the here and now. But it's a dare. Are you willing to appreciate the dares of your life? Because dares are dawning awakenings, realizing everyday life is liberating invitations, fostering enterprising wizardry to decree my prime time daredevilry sets me free to glide on my liminal carpet, to feel and witness my trailblazer tenacity that lets me ride the tide of my transcending ingenuity, dawning everyday life. See, everyday life there is no education for everyday life. There's zero education because it's here and now. And the only thing that the everyday life is listen intuitively, fostering enterprising energy to flow through you. And if you listen for the inspiration, an image inspiration, it opens up your movie maker imagination to be the director, the producer, and the megastar of your life. That's something I really realized, and it just hit me right now. I was always looking for somebody else to be the megastar of my life. I was always wanting to be like somebody else instead of me when I was younger. And how did that come forward to today? As I understand now, I unleash the now dawns, engendering revolutionary epiphanies within me. Because when you understand now, you're at inner peace. You're at the now quality of your heart and soul. Your brain is entertained. Your mind is colored in serenity. Just a white light serenity. As you're sitting in that lazy boy on the beach, listening to the waves slap against the shore, you just relax and relax as inspiration flows in with every wave, opens your brave bravado to your dreams and your desired lifestyle. But it also unlocks your natural talents. We're all naturally talented. It just don't fit into the socialized way of life. That's where you got to be alive and thriving with the trend-setting, hellraiser, rebellious intuition. Intuition, imagination, innovation, and inspiration will rise you out of it, whatever. If you listen and realize that event that chaos you're all controlled by is really an awakening, and you got to question it. Why is it occurring for me now? Where's the wisdom? What is the insight to light my light of life? Just ask questions to keep yourself moving, because you're never going to think and know your way through chaos. You're going to question your way through chaos with a nomadic nerve to look chaos in the eye, because you're the boss of chaos. And chaos is a celebration, harmonizing acumen, opening sovereignty within yourself. See, that's where sovereignty is. Sovereignty is you're uncontrolled by outside sources. Liberation rises you out of your overthinking mind. That's why sovereign liberation expands you through life with the greatest of ease. See, when you use the words change, heal, create, transformation, forgiveness, thinking no, every frozen in time representation in your subconscious mind is binding you into whatever is attached to that. Feelings, emotions, word descriptions, anger, frustration. But if you open up to sovereign liberation, you're uncontrolled by the situation with liberation, rising you out of it to realize internal legendary curiosity shows you the way through it. But if you're open to rise of the dare, you're going to show the world your rare breed credence to celebrate life your way. You're going to show the world you got the gut gumption to look life in the eye, to face and embrace whatever occurs with a facilitator foresight and a participant prowess that wows you out of your old ways. See, how does it feel to wow yourself out of your old ways? It sets you free to enjoy your day. The only one that can liberate you from you is you. You know, everybody runs for therapy, but how are people using therapy for a crutch? How are you addicted to therapy? Because that event is instigated out here. We're trying to go back, but that memory is instigated right here. And I'm going to do a podcast on that. When you want to rise out of the past, when you feel that emotion or feeling being activated, you rise out of that right then. You start questioning what's going on. Where's this coming from? And it's just a whole bunch of questions you make up. You understand. See, we're all afraid of our own abilities because it's easier to get advice from somebody else, and then when it doesn't work out, you can blame them. But when you rise of responsibility and accountability, you get the rack of life. Rebellious, adventurous celebrations to liberate you from you. Life is to rise out of yourself is a simple affirmation. I liberate me from me. To laugh at me, I'm free. Or I'm sovereign, whatever words you want to use. And I am Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypno Acuity. And may your life always be a blessing as you're a blessing to me in the world.